Hello everybody! We're going to talk about what we're learning for math this week. We are going to learn how to tell time. So you are going to get to use your little clock that you have in your supply bag. We're going to look at two different kinds of clocks. The first clock is the analog clock. The analog clock is usually shaped like a circle. It has numbers on it from 1 to 12. And it has hands. It has a short hand, that is the hour hand. It tells you what hour it is. And then it has the longer hand, that's the minute hand, and that tells you the minutes. If I look at this clock here, the hour hand is pointing at 2, and the minute hand is pointing straight up at 12. And that tells me the time is 2 o'clock. I can write that down here at the bottom, 2 o'clock. There we go, 2 o'clock. The other kind of clock we're going to look at is a digital clock. The digital clock is probably the one you see more often. You have a digital clock on your Chromebook. You have a digital clock on your cell phone, on your cable box. All kinds of places have digital clocks. Oh, the stove, your microwave, all those things have a digital clock on it. Digital clock also shows the hours and the minutes. The two dots in the middle are called a colon. So this digital clock tells me it is 7 o'clock. So the 00 on the digital clock is the same as if your minute hand is pointing straight up at the 12. That tells you o'clock. So this time here, 7 o'clock. I can write that. 7 o'clock. Two different kinds of clocks we will work with. So I'm going to take a look. I have the giant-sized version of the clock you have, the teacher size. If I look at this clock here, my hour hand is pointing to the 1. My minute hand points straight up at the 12. So this would tell me it is 1 o'clock. I'm going to hold my minute hand there, and I'll move my hour hand. Now I've got 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. I can keep going all the way around until 12 o'clock if I want to. 12 o'clock is kind of cool because look what happens. The minute hand completely covers up the hour hand. You can't even see it. 12 o'clock, but it's hiding underneath there. And we'll see this when we play with our clocks. It's under there. We're also going to work on telling time to the half hour. So that would be like your 30s. If half the hour has passed, then 30 minutes has passed. Let me show you some of those. How about 2:30? 2:30. Okay. So to get 30, oh my goodness, it moved on me. Okay, there we go. 2:30. This time a minute hand points straight down. 30 minutes have passed. And my hour hand no longer points straight at the 2. This time it's in the middle between the 2 and the 3. So that tells me it is 2:30. So we're also going to practice telling time with some half hours. So that is what we're going to work on. Two different kinds of clocks, the analog clock and the digital clock. We're going to learn both. And we'll learn half hours, like 2:30, and the hours, the o'clocks, 2 o'clock, 7 o'clock. And that is our math lesson for this week. So I will see you in class, hopefully with your clock so we can practice. See you then.